Okay guys, we're here today with Romulo Barral, huge honor. Guys, he shot an entire instructional about guard with us from JJ Fanatics. And today he's going to show us here one of his favorite positions. And it's a fun story because the first time I competed against Romulo was in the Worlds of 2010, right?
2010, yes.
Was the Worlds of 2010. That was the first year that I won the Worlds. And I remember that in the open class I was going like really well, fighting very well against everybody. And then I met him in the quarterfinals. And then I remember that I was excited. I was like, oh, today's my day, this and that. And then when I fight against Romulo, I pulled guard, I got a sweep, I got on top. I was about to work to get to the over-under. Then when I saw, I was almost sleeping already. And he tapped me. And I barely knew what was going on. And what he did was he did a triangle without arm that I was not expecting at all, and that's what I want to show here today, because I remember that after the match I asked him, man, how did you do that? And he didn't tell me. And I was like, no, I can't show that. I can't show it. So it was a very good one. And guys, Romulo is also the founder of Everyday Porrada. That's like, I think the biggest movement that I ever saw in Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, everybody is posting like hashtags, using the t-shirt, this and that. And he has this mentality, this mindset of like everyday porrada, which means like working really hard every day on whatever you are doing in life. And I'm also gonna make an interview with him just to understand more about this movement. But right now, let's work on this technique.
Yes, basically this is like obviously, like Bernardo was already, like I know Bernardo for a long time. I knew that when he's a brown belt, he's gonna do well. On a black belt, I was watching him. I was already, competing in absolute, watching every step that he was doing, watching him compete like a very, like a focus to see what he's doing. And then I knew that he was really good on the deep half guard, which is, I like to pass half guard, and I was confident actually, you know what I mean, like that I was gonna be able to pass his guard. But man, I got on top, and then people get under me. He was very easy. He got under me. I was like, no, I still have my hand here. Boom, he swept me. But also I knew that he was really good on the over under and then on the double under guard pass. And then the fun thing is like Jiu-Jitsu is so crazy, like I say that because I learned this technique like probably like 2 months before with Edwin. And then Edwin was a white belt. And then he would catch everybody. He would go
Edwin used to do it everybody.
Edwin used to do it everybody. And then I was like, what are you doing, man? You're doing like this triangle with no hand and then no gears, he's competing and he's winning tournament. And then he showed me, and then because I actually show a lot of things on the
I remember telling the one white belt telling, so that was Edwin.
And that was Edwin.
Oh, this was a good one.
Like, I don't know, when I finished the fight, I was so happy, I was like waving for him. See, I did, because I'm like, I knew that I was gonna do someone, I didn't know who was, because as I showed on the DVD here early today, that I recorded a couple of things on the double under because it's a big part of my game, be comfortable on the double under when the person is there. And then like they fall like on my hand, like on my game, like a glove, It was perfect. And then I got a couple guys, but Bernardo was a look one because he was a beast, I think if I didn't go out there, I was gonna get smashed. But let's go. Basically here, when the person gets me in the double under, we talk about this a lot, Usually people really focus on staying with heavy the legs. I'm pretty much like I stay with my leg dead, but what the pressure that it comes is like on my shoulder. I don't know if you can feel, but like I'm kind of like I'm moving back, then I'm moving back on my shoulder to not allow you to accomplish this, So and then always when I'm moving back in my shoulder, I make you engage, and then I move back, but I stay tight here. But what happened is, for example, when the guy it's like with the good posture, I don't attack, but when the guy is dropping his head down here, and then I'm stay heavy, that's the time that I go. I like to attack with my left hand. All that I need to do here is like put my hand in the right position. Then usually I think that I'm pushing the guy away. I want to use engage, engage on the position. So when I put my hand here, it's like the side of my hand. So now as he engages, I'm pushing back. Now my leg is heavy. Then I kick my leg on top one, and then I lock two. So from here, head behind, and we finish on the triangle here.
So that was exactly the same thing.
But the thing is, usually like if you know. And then I put my hand here. The defense is pretty simple, like if you just like a kind of like a tuck your chin and want to work, Like I actually did that on a tournament like in 2016. I tried and then I almost got it, but I just didn't got it because just a little bit the chin, I was like, the chin come in because I got it trying and the guy stick the chin and then I miss it. You know, when that happens, then it's time to open and reset your game. But the technique, it's very simple and very, very efficient, you know, because like I said, you know, like you don't expect, you know, he's putting the pressure here, I'm defending under the hook. As soon as I put my hand, it can't get the gi away, you know, the gi here is gonna not be good, you know, it has to be under in the gi. So then the head is dropped down, one, lock, here. Now put the head. Always put the head to the side of the hand, not straight forward, you know, like I'm pulling the head to this side here, and then finish with the no arm triangle.
Yes, I remember when he did on me, I was even joking with him later that it was so tight that I thought he had done like this, what's illegal, right? But no, he just placed this part of the hand on the neck, and then he locked the triangle on top, and this vicious.
And then here won't get you. If you see, like, if I go here, it won't tap you. You know what I mean? Because here, look, my hand is here. Now, if you really like commit or lift me like here, exactly. See, like I don't have the leverage.
I got it.
It's a little different. When it's the side, you know, like your head is like stuck to the side. Try to lift now. You know, like you see, like you can lift here. Like you see, like it's tight, but you know, like you can lift the hips up. Like here, it's like a trick as well. Like it's like when I put my hand, I turn. It's like just a little turn here. So now your head's on the side, you know. That's why they feel that it's like underneath here. Because of like the tune of the head. Even the triangle, when I lock the triangle, I learned this with Browder too. You know what I mean? Like usually like you lock a triangle, normal triangle, since we talk about triangle. And then imagine here, imagine that you're here. And then I lock the triangle all the way. So if I pull you this direction, you have all this way to breathe. But now, if I turn you this direction, and then I pull you here, then I have no way to breathe, you know? So it's the same thing on the other side. It's just like a little tune.
So it's like so about the triangle again.
It's like here.
Instead of pulling towards this direction.
Yeah, because here you have all the side to breathe. If I put my hand here, the same thing, you know. Then I go the triangle with the hand. But let's say I don't have the space. Then I turn your head towards my leg. Then I squeeze towards my leg here. Then my leg is gonna do the job of the arm.
I got it.
Of cross your arm.
That's right. Yeah, and I always get stuck here when the guy does like this.
But this is good, you know, like you can, like you can go like create this space. Like if you push here, usually like you push and then your hand come in here, you can do or move to the other side.
Really good. I was expecting to learn one thing here and ended up learning two. So that's actually like the second one I had never seen before. So
the turn,
yeah, no, really good. Guys, quick short story here. Like I have a lot of gratitude for Romulo because when I was brown belt, I didn't know really well if I would do jiu-jitsu for a living or not. And then when I finished my college, I called him and asked like, man, what should I do? And then he offered me to move to his town, or he was living in California, or to move to California, train for him. But I told him that I was thinking about going to Alliance, train Sao Paulo. And then he was like, man, I think that's the best choice for you. And I think it was. And I was able to do all my career, so it was part of that.
Of course, I believe you always need to give, like, you know, like when Bernardo was coming in, I was living, you know, like I was living to the United States. I didn't know what to expect in the United States. I was traveling here all over the place to go training. And then I was away the black belt. I was away world champion. He's somebody that was starting, you know, and then I'm like, man, you have to be in one place, focus on 100% in training, not traveling around to train until you make the first time. You make the first time, then now you did. You make the first time, then after you move, you spend time with myself, but you know how it's done.
Yeah, it's
know
really hard.
So when you know how it's done, you do like anyway, right?
Yeah,
but you need somebody that already did to guide you. I think it makes like very easy. And then that was no surprise, all the success that Bernardo has, you know, always grind, always, you know, like I try to be the best. And then, man, you know, like not long ago, maybe like 2 years ago. It seems long ago because people has a short memory on a sport, right? Like they might. I was maybe long ago, but you know, because I'm like involved with something, my people might talk about me. But like I never won absolute, for example, especially like the way that Bernardo won, you know, like by killing everybody.
That was a good year.
That's a different level, you know. And then 2015, 16, right?
It was 15.
15? That's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's nothing. You know what I mean? So like this is, we talk about the best guy on the moment, you know, like the best guy, you know, like we talk about guys on the decade, like 10 years, you know. So I'm glad to see Bernardo brown belt with the dream and then become the best, and then now doing other things much bigger than win medals, which is the everyday porrada mentality.
Cool. Awesome, homie. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.